Hey, good morning, guys. So before I start, sorry, I hate saying this. I hate constantly promoting. Trust me, it's not my favorite thing to do either. Go remember to vote. The standings aren't up yet for day 2, but they will be in like 2 hours, so I'll update you about that later. I'd like to make some progress on the car, so it's going to be a lot of work because I didn't do anything yesterday, basically. I'd really like to actually primer all the parts like I said I would in yesterday's video. So, just a couple of things to address, by the way, that I totally forgot in yesterday's video. So about the vinyl or livery, obviously I'm doing Need for Speed. Just so you guys know, this isn't vinyl at all. This is it's paint. Everything is paint on this car except the white stripes. Those are vinyl, and that's it. I am still gonna paint this. I'm not really good at vinyl wrapping. I'm way more confident in painting than I am in vinyl wrapping, although painting requires much more different conditions, so to say. So I will be painting. A lot of you said, hey, why don't you just paint the body kit? Can't really do that because even if I get the same exact paint, which I don't really want to do because I don't want to do single stage paint, the fact that I would be spraying it a lot better than this will make it look a lot better, because I actually have learned how to paint a lot better since I originally painted this. So the parts would look actually different because they would be much higher quality. There are a couple of places I need to fix dents too, such as there are like about 2 right here on the door. There's one right underneath the taillight there, and then there's one on the other door. And then also where the rear flare, it'll actually be molded in, which means like there will be body fillers sanded in here. So I will have to repaint the whole quarter panel. So it's just easier to paint match everything and do the entire car. I'll still see how I figure that out. I want to try different paint methods, and I'm going to try it on the hood first because that's like a big enough piece to test out stuff and whatnot. But I just wanted to mention that. Hey guys, so I just went out, got some spot putty, which is like a thing where you don't have to mix Bondo every single time. You just fill in the things with the spot putty for the pinholes, which is really useful. Also, the stats got updated for the competition. We are at 1,190 votes, and the other guy's at 654. So we are leading by, what is that, like 500 to 550. So once again, thank you guys so much, because I'm literally losing my mind over this. we went from leading by 300 to leading by 550. So once again, thank you so much. Whatever you guys are doing is really working and really helping. Seriously, I hate promoting. I hate doing this. I hate constantly telling you guys to vote, constantly posting links. It's not me. I hate being annoying. I just like to work on cars and not worry about anything, obviously, but this competition means a lot to us, specifically us, because it'd be nice to bring back the whole nostalgia of Need for Speed and what it used to be. So I'm not going to stand here and give you a long emotional speech, but please do help my friend Dom. You can vote for anyone outside of my battle. In my battle, obviously, vote for me, please. But if you look at the other battle, it's Dom with the white Fast and Furious Jetta, which is Jesse's Jetta. Please do vote for him because his competitor is really closing in on him. And once again, you can vote for both of us. You can vote for the other people too if you really want to, but you can vote for both of us. I really want to verse him in the final battle. I think it'd be cool to have a car from 2001 Fast and Furious and a car from 2005 Need for Speed. I just think it would be one of the best outcomes. So if you can help him, please do, because his competitor's closing in on him and he's only like 50 votes ahead. So, you know, if you can, thank you. If you don't want to, then it's your life, but thank you. I'm going to continue working on this now that I'm a little bit more stress-free now. So guys, a little bit of sanding later. You guys remember how I said this one actually used to go up and then oop, and this one was straight. So I made them both straight for fitment, as you can both tell. You can see where the Bondo is. The corners are broken, as you can see. They're both now fixed and looking sharp and tidy. Yeah, I mean, the bumper's good too. I filled out this spot. The corners I do need to sand a little bit more. I totally forgot about those. Sand the corners there. This corner as well. I filled this whole thing where this piece was off, so this is all good now. Holes are sanded down right there. Sanded down this a little bit more because I wasn't too happy. And right here it's sanded down to the holes, so we're looking good. So I just sanded the bumper down. 60 grit is what we've been doing this whole time with Bondo and stuff. It makes it super easy to shape. Then I sanded it to 120, the whole thing, and then I sanded it to 220. That's why some areas have primer, some areas don't. But I think it's pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and spray the primer net now and get this over with, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the fenders and spray the primer there too. Dan?
Hey.
Wasn't recording when you said hello. Oh god. Ropa in the front. Oh god. So are you actually gonna trade it?
Hopefully.
I think I showed this in a video right before. I mean, you've had it for like months now, for a long time. You had it before I even got the M3, because remember I trolled, right. Or was it after I had the M3? I don't actually remember.
Actually, wait, no,
I made a post.
After, because I saw the 944 when you got it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, my M3 was stock, and we were just like S14 Vape Part 2. So I primered the bumper. Yep. As you can see, it's very primered looking. I think I need to add a little Bondo on the holes there and there. That's really it. There's like 2 3-pin holes left, but this one is technically ready for paint. I just need to sand the primer at 500 and get all the orange peel out. And then the fenders I'll focus on tomorrow. So I'm just gonna put everything away, but at least I got the bumper down, and I think that was the hardest. The fenders don't really have too much imperfections. I cut that hole.
Yeah, I can see.
It actually has to be like this. It has to be much skinnier. Then there's a vent down here that matches in the side skirt. Okay. Yeah, it was just me being dumb and not even like looking at pictures before I did it. Stupid. Yeah. The corners are broken. I redid them, as you can see.
Actually, I remember doing that on mine. I thought it was a professional.
This is the good edge. And that one's the bad edge, I think.
Oh no, it's so bad.
You can see I made up this right here. Look on the inside of it. You see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's stupid because this actually came like this. If you hold it, this came where like this part went down a little bit. It dipped down to literally the line, and it went like that. And the other one was perfectly straight. So I had to do that. Yeah, it has so many inconsistencies that are like. Obviously, I took off like that much off the edge, if you know. Yeah. Like here, it was actually a solid inch. Because of it, it does sit closer here, but it looks better and it fits better that way.
I honestly like this bumper versus this stupid cleft chin that you would have had with the other kit.
Well,
but I know.
I wouldn't use Wakers as an example because that was like too much of a cleft chin. This would have been like.
Like you said before, though, his was like deceiving though because his HUD was bent in as well.
Yeah, that too.
So like, I mean, but
well,
I think
that guy 2M David, he's almost done with his kit.
Yeah.
He has he just has the rear bumper to go, but I'm not paying $8K for anything that's fiberglass ever in my life until I get an Aston Martin and have to buy a $10K kit because that is that much.
I mean, like, I wouldn't mind dropping that kind of money on a kit that you don't even have
if it's really quality though.
Like I wouldn't even have to touch it. You literally take it to a shop.
That's like impossible. Yeah, it's like literally impossible to put on a kit like that. And then a lot of you guys obviously give me suggestions with how I should modify this, and I'm totally aware of how it looks. It's just I don't want to go cutting this apart and doing big things to it when I should really have it painted by like the end of next week, or at least start paint.
Like you're on a freaking tight schedule. There's no time to remodify this thing again.
Yeah, there really isn't. Just making it look decent for SEMA is already its own, not challenge, but it's its own process, really.
It is a challenge. I mean, come on. I'm sorry, but this is gonna end up being almost a last minute thing.
Probably, yeah.
As these kind of build always end up being.
Or like one of those TV shows now.
Proceed.
Do you prefer it rounded or like it is in the game where it's more of the rounded, boxy?
No. That's what I didn't like about the original one. It's too.
Yeah.
The way this car used to look and the boxiness that came out of it did not match, in my opinion.
I mean, that's the one good thing about this kit is that this line flows. It does a 90-degree turn, which goes into the flow of this, which then comes down here into 2 of the vents.
I think this is more aerodynamic too, honestly.
Probably.
It has to be.
Probably.
I'm sorry, round versus jack.
And then instead of having just this to hit, because it's just kaput, it starts out here. Like I actually don't even need to have this. Luckily, it starts out here, like almost like as thin as this, and it goes and it builds it up, and then it gets to about this wide, and it goes around, and then it goes into the bumper.
I personally like this kit over that original one.
The viewers will not agree with you.
Well, the viewers can come and fight me if they want.
That's really it for today's video, I guess. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I think I did a lot more than I did yesterday. But either way, thank you for voting. Thank you for getting us ahead. Dan just voted. Hopefully I'll see you guys at SEMA. Not really, but you know, hopefully we make it. Go remember to vote. Yeah.
Somebody said, they're like, yeah, you can get the noodle now and cut it in half. I was like, no, that's not actually how it's done. I think that's just a joke.
Later. Oh my god. Shop sponsor.